Happy Thursday on Kababayan LA. This is America's first and only daily talk show for and about the Filipinos 6 years old. Also now the longest running Filipino daily talk show for Filipinos outside of the Philippines. My name is Janelle So, and today on the show we're going to meet three wonderful Kababayans that are making their dreams come true. Not too long ago we had Chessa here on Kababayan LA. We first saw her on NBC's the hit series The Voice, and she talked to us a little bit before, and today we're going to show you the second part and the longer part of that interview where she talks about her faith, she talks about her family, and she also talks about singing as well, what is in store for her after The Voice. We're going to hear from her later on the show, but for now, two of my good friends and people that I admire also because they are also making their dreams come true. Every time you hear me talk about Viandi on Kababayan LA supplying me clothes to wear here on the show, it is them. Anya and Dindi, hello and welcome to Kababayan.
Thank you for inviting us.
Ayan. Okay, so a lot of people may want to hear from you how you started this. Viandi is an online clothing store, and you look young. You're about what? You're probably younger than me, but you're already starting a business. How did this come about?
Good. Well, late last year, my sister and I lost our jobs, so we decided to make something for ourselves. It was about winter time, so we decided to sell scarves. We had a couple hundreds and then to spend, so we found a good supplier, and after that we decided to buy a couple dozens and started taking photos, and we even used me as a model. And then after that we started posting those photos on Facebook. We made a page, posted those photos on Facebook, and then some people started ordering, and it just sold like candies.
Wow. Okay, so I'm getting a lot of things from what she said, and I want to point that out. First, when you lost your job, so many Kababayans, so many people, not just Filipinos, are losing their jobs still now. Some are still having a hard time looking for a job.
Yes.
And what you did was you turned something negative into something positive by building something for yourself.
Yes. Well, for me, I was in the mortgage industry, and I got laid off 3 times. And I started getting tired of that. So I thought, you know what? Let's just start doing something for ourselves.
Right.
And that was our solution to that.
And be your own boss so that no one can lay you off. And Anya,
Exactly.
when you said Facebook, okay, social media now, is it easier as entrepreneurs that you're, figuring out it's easy to sell, you're reaching more people?
Yes, it was really easy. We just took photos, and then we made a Facebook page and then started posting those photos, and then a lot of our friends started viewing it and then made really good comments about it, and then they started making orders through Facebook, and then we were really surprised. They started giving us their addresses, and then at first we didn't even figure out how are they going to pay for this.
Right.
So then they started paying first through sending us checks and cash. So that's how we started, and then later on we started getting a credit card processing system, and then later on it just became more convenient.
And now it's not just scarves that they're selling different clothes. It's a clothing retail store online.
Yes.
What about the notion that people, when they buy something, they want to be able to hold it, touch the material, feel it, fit it?
Yeah, well, obviously, when you're online, you can't feel it, you can't see it. But our job is to translate that to the people in a way that they could see themselves in it. Like we use the models.
Yes, and then we also write really good descriptions of each item.
Yes. Yeah.
Is this something that I'm thinking? Some people are saying, they're scared to start something because they feel like they need to have a background, they need to have a degree for it. But I'm sensing that you guys, this is just all out of passion.
Yes. And what makes it really easy when you start a business is when you have that concept in mind. If you have that idea in mind, that idea, just run with it.
Yeah, a lot of people have started businesses just from being creative. It doesn't have to be something that people had already started. It should just come from the heart. If you love art, whatever you love in your heart, just do it.
Okay.
Because otherwise, you're just going to keep talking about it. It's not going to happen.
Yes. Right.
So
they say parang ambitions and goals are just good ideas until you put it into action, or
Right.
until you act on it,
You
right?
just gotta do it.
Yeah, you have to do it. But then at the same time, the passion is there. But obviously, of course, we have to admit, if this is a business, then you have to fund it. Where do you get the money? What are the challenges? Do you need, did you have to write a business plan? Does everything need to start with a business plan? And all those tips from two young entrepreneurs today on the show. We'll be back for more. Don't go away.